ladies who are making $74,000 a year, you chose this profession. You know how much you make in the WNBA. Whatever your career you choose, you should probably look at what the career earnings are of going into that field.
Just when you thought the WNBA was finally gaining momentum, Angel Reese sends shockwaves through the sports world with an unexpected demand. More money or a potential strike.
WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits. So Angel Reese says this: I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life.
Because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out.
That's a possibility.
But what she didn't see coming was a ruthless reality check from none other than Patrick Bet-David. In a fiery response that sent social media into a frenzy, Patrick exposed the brutal truth about the WNBA's financial struggles and tore apart Reese's sense of entitlement.
2004, the NHL canceled the entire season. Here's the catch when you're going to go on strike. Number one revenue sport in America, what do you think it is? The NFL. How much do you think they make? $17 billion. The NBA, a little over $11 billion. You guys are a $150 to $200 million company. You're operating at a loss every single year. You've never made money. It's called a zombie company. You're subsidized by the NBA.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is taking a completely different approach, proving that success isn't demanded, it's earned. The stark contrast between these two rising stars has never been clearer.
Every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured, because she's keeping your league afloat.
While one player complains about her paycheck, the other is out there breaking records, packing stadiums, and making the league more valuable than ever before. And now, as the debate rages on, one question remains. Is Angel Reese justified in her demands, or did Patrick just humiliate her with the cold, hard facts?
WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games. You know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance? 48%. That's massive. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
If Caitlin Clark gets injured, it's over with. Tom.
Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear will change everything. Angel Reese has never been one to shy away from speaking her mind, but this time, her words have sparked a firestorm. During a candid Instagram live session, Reese shocked fans by outright stating that her WNBA salary, $74,000 per year, is simply not enough to cover her living expenses.
Here's a clip of Lisa Leslie saying that the WNBA should get paid more.
Oh, no.
I do feel like the pay gap would be something that, we could just take a donation around the NBA maybe. Maybe one night y'all don't go to the casinos.
I have something on this, though, because it pisses me off. It pisses me off because I don't think there's anyone in America that supports the WNBA more than NBA players.
100%.
The NBA players support the WNBA like
the most.
More than we probably support the fucking NBA.
Coming off a wildly successful college career at LSU, where her NIL deals brought in an estimated $1.8 million, the contrast in earnings was too much for her to ignore. She joked that hating pays the bills, seemingly implying that online backlash and controversy were more lucrative than playing professional basketball itself.
As soon as they're profitable, they can go on strike and they can go from 9% of the revenue to 12% of the revenue. But if there's no revenue, you can't get percent of nothing.
But instead of receiving an outpouring of sympathy, her remarks triggered a wave of backlash. Fans, analysts, and even former players pointed out a crucial fact. The WNBA is not a billion-dollar industry like the NBA. Unlike their male counterparts, WNBA players are part of a league that has struggled to turn a profit since its inception in 1997. In fact, the WNBA has been losing millions of dollars every year, reportedly racking up $40 to $50 million in losses annually.
Is it true that the WNBA makes money when they don't play?
What does that mean?
Yes. In a way, the WNBA has historically lost money and receives financial support from the NBA, which means that the WNBA games are not played. The league can actually save money by avoiding operating costs. If they go on a strike, the NBA is like, awesome.
So when Angel Reese and others started floating the idea of a strike for higher pay, they failed to address a key issue. Where exactly is this extra money supposed to come from?
You lost 40, 50 million. You know who would clap for you all sitting out? The NBA. So they don't have to subsidize your dumbasses to the tune of 40 to 50 million a year. Like if I'm an NBA owner, I didn't get rich by wasting a couple million on something that has no chance of making money. These two, sit out. Sit out. See what happens. Now, I would miss watching the Fever. I would miss watching Caitlin Clark, but I wouldn't miss anything else.
Patrick Bet David, never one to sugarcoat the truth, took to his podcast to break down the reality that Reese and other WNBA players refuse to acknowledge. With a no-nonsense approach, he explained that professional athletes' salaries are dictated by the revenue their league generates, not by comparisons to other leagues or a sense of fairness.
Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rents. I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills. Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings, as her NIL valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach, while a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 due next season. Since the WNBA's $200 million revenue last season only allocated 9.3% to salaries, unlike the NBA's 50% share of the $5.3 billion in 2023.
If the WNBA were a profitable enterprise, player salaries would naturally rise. But the cold, hard numbers tell a different story. The league survives almost entirely due to NBA subsidies, meaning that without the NBA's financial support, the WNBA would cease to exist.
Stupid, arrogance, entitlement, racism, sexism will fly. I.
Patrick didn't stop there. He bluntly pointed out that Angel Reese's argument is not only flawed, but also entitled. Unlike in the NBA, where players receive a share of a multi-billion-dollar revenue stream, WNBA players are part of a league that is bleeding money. There is no massive pot of cash waiting to be distributed.
Caitlin Clark is a hell of a player for sure, but I don't take disrespect lightly, and she disrespected Alexis and my girls. South Carolina, they still my SEC girls too. Y'all not gonna disrespect them either. So I wanted to pick her pocket, but I had a moment at the end of the game, and I was in my bag. I was in my moment. Yeah.
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just trying to get to the handshake line and shake hands, and be grateful that my team was in that position. That's all you can do is, hold your head high, be proud of what you did, and, all the credit in the world to LSU. They were tremendous. They deserve it.
Dejanay Carrington, you wouldn't even know who she was if she didn't try to beat up Caitlin Clark in a game. You wouldn't even know, but these two clowns got together as the dumbest people in sports and saying, wait for it, they need more money, threatening to hold out if they don't get what they want.
Only losses that continue to pile up year after year. For someone in Reese's position to demand more pay, despite these financial hardships, was a move that Patrick called completely detached from reality. To drive his point home, Patrick pulled out some harsh truths about Reese's actual performance on the court. While she may be a media sensation and a marketable star, her on-court abilities haven't exactly set the league on fire.
I think that experiencing it, I love Caitlin Clark fans, but Caitlin Clark fans is different. They C-Square, shout out to the gang, different. They are very passionate people, and they gonna ride or die.
Listen, Caitlin Clark is a god to her friends. She does no wrong. Do not play. Do not play with her fans.
Just to say, C-Square, I'm happy I'm on the right end of it.
We on the right end of the stick, baby, because
I hate to be.
Listen, they love us right now. But if we go right and left, it's over for us.
Caitlin Clark fans, I love you back, I promise. Please stop.
Yeah.
Her fans. But the one thing I would say about Caitlin Clark fans that I can't appreciate, they'll go anywhere she go.
Oh, they gonna travel. She gonna travel.
And
right there. Right there
I just
with her.
think it's super dope though, because it's they will literally go anywhere she go, and so she's built that kind of platform. I'm damn, that's lit.
He pointed out her inconsistent shooting and questioned whether she's even in a position to demand more money when she has yet to prove herself as an elite player at the professional level. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life, he joked, highlighting the stark contrast between her public persona and her actual stats on the hardwood. And this is where the conversation took a deeper turn. While Reese is demanding higher pay, she's missing the bigger picture.
I love how y'all have selective hearing. I said I'm hearing if they don't give us what we want, we sitting out. And that's the truth. Good.
WNBA players don't get paid based on what they believe they deserve. They get paid based on what they bring to the league financially. This is where the comparison to Caitlin Clark becomes unavoidable. Unlike Reese, who is making headlines for her demands and controversies, Clark is letting her game do the talking. She's smashing attendance records, drawing millions of viewers to WNBA games, and increasing the league's overall value without a single public complaint about her paycheck.
I guarantee you, people that are actually going to be at the negotiating table are saying right now this word, will you shut up?
As Patrick wrapped up his brutal takedown, one message was clear. Demanding money from a league that's losing money isn't just unrealistic, it's foolish. If Angel Reese and other players want higher salaries, they should focus on making the league profitable, not threatening to walk away.
I guarantee you, those women, the intelligent ones, the one that have a brain, the one that are actually going to sit down and do this, are saying to Angel Reese, shut up, take off your clothes, show your ass, talk about how Hollywood stars want to date you, and move it along. Let us handle this. And you just keep being stupid and work on your layup.
And as we'll see in the next section, Caitlin Clark is doing exactly that, elevating the WNBA one game at a time. Patrick Bet David didn't just call out Angel Reese. He exposed the harsh economic truth of the WNBA that many players refuse to acknowledge. With cold, hard facts, he laid bare the numbers that tell a brutal story.
I guarantee you, the intelligent folks, and there are plenty in the WNBA, are saying, will you two idiots just shut up? Sit out.
The WNBA is not and has never been a profitable league. Since its inception in 1997, it has continuously struggled to generate enough revenue to sustain itself, relying heavily on the NBA for financial support. In fact, reports indicate that the league operates at an annual loss of approximately $40 to $50 million, meaning every season, the WNBA is effectively running on borrowed time and borrowed money.
I will continue to use my voice to speak for what we want and deserve as a league. Thank you. No, that's not what you did. You said me, I. They're going to get more than us. I deserve more, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shut up. You know, you'd actually, if you really want to go into business, you need to pay some money back. You made absolutely nothing. You haven't really enhanced the league. Caitlin Clark has.
Patrick drove this point home by comparing the WNBA's financial reality to other major sports leagues. The NBA, for example, generates over $11 billion per year, while the WNBA barely scrapes together between $150 million and $200 million. Despite this massive gap in revenue, WNBA players expect salaries to rise, seemingly ignoring the fundamental economic principle that pay is tied to profit.
And I have a suggestion for you. Don't sit out. You have a real opportunity right now. The only time, think about it, baseball is going to go away on ESPN. ESPN is pushing women's sports like never before. Instead of having every single person with a reasonable mind say, look, morons, nobody's going to miss you. This is your time. Take advantage of it.
Patrick highlighted that the NBA does not exist to be a charity for the WNBA. It is a business. And if the WNBA cannot sustain itself, its future remains uncertain at best.
Instead, people are saying, look, morons, you're just morons. And the more you talk, the dumber you sound. I hate to say it.
But Patrick didn't stop at just the financials. He took a hard look at historical sports strikes, bringing up major examples like the 1994 MLB strike, the 1998 NBA lockout, and the 2004 NHL lockout.
If I was funding this league, I'd say, all right, hold on. You got a golden goose. We all got one in Caitlin Clark. These people that are criticizing Caitlin Clark, these people that are hitting Caitlin Clark, these people that are talking as if they are as important as Caitlin Clark are hurting our opportunity. They're hurting the brand.
The difference? Those leagues were profitable. The athletes had leverage because they were generating billions of dollars for their respective organizations. In contrast, if WNBA players were to strike, the league might actually save money rather than lose it.
Tell these idiots to shut up, stand down, because their threats are meaningless to the average viewer. Meaningless.
That's the irony Patrick pointed out. Unlike the NBA, where a strike would bring the league to its knees, a WNBA strike would likely have little to no impact, proving just how financially insignificant the league is on its own.
Beats the hell out of watching Angel Reese miss free throws and layups and throw the ball off the underneath of the backboard and not know the rules. Stop it, stupid.
And here's where the ultimate embarrassment for Angel Reese comes in. The WNBA's recent boost in popularity is not because of her, but because of Caitlin Clark. The numbers don't lie. Clark's arrival has skyrocketed attendance by 48%, merchandise sales by 61%, and TV viewership by a staggering 170%.
Association, they gave us a gym that I paid for, not entirely, but they took money out of my check and I paid for it.
You better get the fucking full usage of that.
Man, I got hot tub, cold tub, weight room, full court basketball room. I walk in today, I'm on one side working out, Caitlin Clark on the other side.
Really?
I look at myself, there you go, 2 fucking legends, Patty.
Did you say what's up?
You know I say what's up, but I'm not the type to say what's up to interrupt your workout because I don't like people to interrupt mine. She can shoot the shit out of it.
And the WNBA assist leader this past year.
She can shoot the shit out the ball.
She's a great shooter.
And she's one of those workout people, you know, got to think, anytime I hit the court, I got to hit that bike. I'm older now, so I got to get on that bike and stroll for a couple 5, 6, 7 minutes. So while I'm strolling through the park, I'm looking at her shoot it. And she's one of those shooters where if you know as a gym rat, you guys know, like, damn, bro, why you throw that pass bad? Give me the ball in my chest. I'm like, oh, she's a gangster also.
She's lighting people up.
Throw me the ball the way I want it.
What drill was it? What drill was she running?
I don't know. She was doing a 2 in a row corner wing. And if you miss, you have to go back to the next spot. And if you missed again, you have to go back to the starting spot. She had a nice drill. I'm literally still in it.
That's nice.
And she was shooting the shit out of it.
Of course she was.
Right. So she was shooting the shit out of it. And
she's the face of the league.
Agreed.
She's the face of the league. Agreed.
Instead of threatening to strike, players should be thanking Clark for making the league relevant again. While Angel Reese continues to demand more money from a struggling league, Caitlin Clark is proving that success isn't granted. It's earned.
WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games. You know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance? 48%. That's massive. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
If Caitlin Clark gets injured, it's over with. Tom.
Clark's presence alone has transformed the WNBA into a must-watch spectacle, bringing in fans, sponsors, and revenue in ways never seen before. She isn't complaining about her paycheck. She's making herself invaluable to the league. At the end of the day, sports is a business, and the market rewards those who bring in the numbers. Reese's complaints will never outweigh Clark's undeniable impact. So the real question is, will Angel Reese step up her game and follow Clark's example? Or will she continue down the path of entitlement while Clark cements her legacy as the true face of the WNBA?